Here is a complete guide to evaluating your app and submitting it for full publication to MadStore. For an app to be eligible for full publication, it must meet at least 90% of the criteria detailed in the test module. Furthermore, a minimum of 9 screens need to be created by the app developer. A minimum of 3 different types of templates need to be used. At least one screen must use a code-based template. An app description must be included, as well as searchable tags. Here's a guide to scoring your app. First, start by opening the test module. The Review Guidelines option should be open. Remember, this process should be done by the student before submitting the app to the teacher for further consideration. The first section is related to the Ideate and Plan modules. Does the app function to inform, entertain, or highlight a passion? Also check both the Ideate tile and the mind map in the Plan module to check for details about the app concept. Check the mind map to see if at least 3 levels of detail are extended out from the central theme, as in this example. The App Quality section contains required elements that can be evaluated by opening the Build phase. Open the My Screens list at the bottom of the screen and review the numbers and types of templates used by the developer. The next section deals with the visual design. Review the elements and check out how effective the developer was by going to the Design module. Select Edit this theme and confirm that the app has, at a minimum, a splash screen, home screen, and logo. Evaluating how user-friendly an app is requires more careful inspection. In the Launch module, review the functionality of the app by checking to ensure buttons are correctly linked and that each screen works correctly. Adding an element of interactivity is important to an app's success. This can be achieved in several ways: asking for feedback in the Content Editor template, or linking to a Google form, adding a quiz, and so on. Quizzes and games are popular HCJ Builder options, as well as customized flashcard screens. Effective identification also contains required elements. To confirm that these criteria have been met, open the Launch module, where there should be both an app description and at least 3 searchable tags entered. This is also a good time to check that only first names are used if mentioning yourself and/or collaborators. Finally, return to the Test module and check the app score at the top by clicking the button at the bottom of the Review Guidelines section. Remember, there are always exceptions to the rule. If your app falls outside these criteria because you've taken an outside-the-box approach, it's okay to submit it for publishing review. While these criteria should absolutely be used as the general guidelines for publishing, there are apps that meet publishing standards that may not check every box. Next, we'll look at the submission process. After the student reviews the guidelines and self-scores the app in the test phase, the app can be submitted to be considered for MadStore publication to the teacher. The student will now see that the request has been forwarded to the teacher. The teacher will receive an email indicating the request for a review of the submitted app, which can be opened by the teacher on the dashboard. When the score and all the required elements meets the criteria, the app is ready to be submitted for review by the MadLearn Success and Product Development teams. When the teacher is satisfied that the criteria have been met, the app can be forwarded to the MadLearn team to be reviewed further. After final reviews, one of three things will occur. The app could be published to MadStore, or feedback will be sent to the teacher to share with the student regarding any issues that were identified. Finally, the app could be designated as featured on the MadStore app. Good luck with your process.